A shout out to Ge.Holla.
Hey, Ge.Holla, G.Holla.
Hero, Ge.Holla. Show me the God here, man.
Shout out to Ge.Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast, My Celebrity Life.
God bless Outkast under 3 stacks that set the way in the 1995 Source Awards when he said the South got something to say. And you was definitely that first wave right after them. The South definitely had something to say. So we appreciate your allegiance to the South, my brother, and coming out and still speaking and representing where you're from. Because we know at those times, a lot of people was claiming other places, but you was definitely representing Texas, H-Town. So salute to that. Salute to you on that too, definitely, King.
Thank you, man.
Now, speaking of King, brother, you've been holding it down for a minute because you was also in that first wave of when the ringtones started popping. And, bro, man, you set the way for even today's generation to get money other than just a typical way, getting paid from a label, getting all those different brand deals and business deals, creating your whole imagery around how you want to see yourself. And that's dope, man, because you have taught the way for a lot of these youngsters out there, too, right now.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, I'm the first. So I got the first ringtone deal. I got the first ringtone plaque. Like, yeah, I was the first hip hop artist, the first artist to do that. I still got my ringtone plaques, man. They gave me a lot of money, man. Yeah, ringtones, man. I love it. I love it.
That's about to set the way, man, because if you get a chance, we like to get a picture of that too, so we really with the interview, so we can show all of the younger generation, man, that it's great people like you, like I said, have paved the way for them to do what they do today. I think a lot of times in hip hop, we don't have a lot of respect between the younger and the older artists. You know, a lot of times they don't know the history, and we want to definitely get a picture of that if we can, so we can put this on the interview.
Definitely. And the dope part about me, like, even with the younger artists, like, I'm one of those artists, like, I work with them. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, you know, when they become OGs, they look at the youngsters like, man, I don't like the way they rap and I don't like the auto-tune. Like, instead of finding something that you really do like you might not agree with how nobody express themselves just because you don't want to use auto-tune don't make, mean you need to crush somebody else's dreams. You know what I mean? It's music for everybody. And I've always been the one to collaborate with the new artists and give them game, and it's stuff I learned from them as well. And the difference is you got to learn to talk to people and not talk at them. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And so all the young cats I work with, like this new artist coming out of Houston, I work with cats all around the world, but I just did a record with this guy named Bon James. He out of Alabama. He hard. We got a crazy record we did. I did some records with Peso and Rizzo and Vucci P and the South Twins, like they out of H-Town. Like on the Leprechaun too, my last album I just dropped. Southside and Northside Still Holding is nothing but H-Town artists, and those are all artists that been working, pushing their grind, and I'm homies with them. And some of them was supposed to do records and never got around to doing it, and I just made sure, man, I got them on my last album, man, and it's dope. You know, sometimes the newer artists they need to hear somebody they look up to say, hey, keep doing what you're doing, because people like Jay-Z tapped me on my shoulder in Dallas a long time ago on the Rock the Mic tour with 50 Cent. And I didn't know who he was. He tapped me on my shoulder. I turned around like, who the hell is that? Like, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's Jay. You know what I mean? I'm like, who the fuck? And so he was like, man, Flip, I see what you're doing, man. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing, man. You a hustler. Like, he just basically, in so many words, was like, keep doing what you're doing. You grinding, man. Do it your way, you know. And even Floyd Mayweather, that's one of my homies, man. When I first met him in Vegas, man, he came up to me and said, hey, Flip, you know what I jam when I ride around in my Bentley, man? You know what I was jamming? I say, what? He said, I can do that. And he just walked off. And every time I see Floyd Mayweather, every time, he be like, I can do that. Like, sometimes he'll say, I can do that before he say, what up, Flip? Like, and, you know, shit like that motivate me. Even Uncle Snoop, like Snoop Dogg is one of my mentors. Like, Snoop always show love to me. And when I was doing my Game Over West Coast remix, it got the game on it and it got Snoop in. We was in New York and Snoop came by. He's like, man, I'm gonna come get on something. He came with a trash bag of that ooey and stuck his hand in there and gave me some, put it on the table. He say, I'm ready. He went to the booth, smoked one while he was in the booth, knocked his verse out, came back out. He said, "Oh, y'all need some more?" He gave me another care package and smoked with us, and we vibed. And then he left, man. And I was like, "What I owe you?" He said, "Thank you. Just keep doing what you do."